I did a video yesterday in regards to comments Donald Trump made at his rally in Arizona. And I spoke about lies he told that white people couldn't get the shot. And for some reason, I don't know why that bothers me so much, because that's what Trump does. And I talked about it with y'all. Them people don't even want the shot. So what's the big deal? They should be thankful, and they should say, you know what I would say if I believe that? If I was one of them, I'd say, good. That means they're not trying to kill whites, they're trying to kill off blacks. So good. I don't like black people, and I don't like the shot, so good. Let them get it. Why do you care? I listened to Young Turks. They made the point. They were trying to kind of break it down that there was some type of a document released saying that more black people, more Hispanics, non-whites should be vaccinated. Not in the gist of denying white people, but in the gist that people who are non-white, they're more likely to die of the COVID, of the disease. They're more likely to have negative outcomes. Not just death, but being hospitalized for a long time, things of that nature. Okay. And a lady on there tried to make the point that they should have been more careful the way they worded it and all that. No. I realize with Trump and his supporters that this is what they do now, is run around and just look for things to take out of context and be snippy about. I go back to, and I'm in Mississippi right now. I can make this point. I go back to when COVID was really, when it first really started. And people were like, hey, we need to reopen the churches. We need to reopen the liquor stores. And because that's where liquor stores, a lot of times they're the small town stores for the area. And I remember McEnany or whatever, press secretary, putting forward the notion that you want to reopen liquor stores, not reopen churches. That's a straw man you just created there. Because we're talking about people who have to eat. Sometimes these stores, that's the only thing around that people can eat off of. And you're trying to say that because we want to open that, we want to get people can drink, but we don't want to open churches. We want to keep churches closed up. So they created this whole nonsense. And that's why I'll never respect Donald Trump, never respect his administration, because from the start, they were putting forward false notions. We have to understand that with Trump, he's a liar. His folks are, they engage in lies. There is no, well, he meant that. No, he's a liar. And that's what that was meant to be, was a lie. And so it's no different when he comes out and says, well, white people can't get the shot. These are lies. This isn't, well, I'm just trying to, no, these are lies, man. All the way, none of little white lies, none of that. And I just think that we have to understand that on the left, the folks we're dealing with aren't, there's no error on our part. There's no mistake. We're not making a mistake. We're not wording it incorrectly. You're just dealing with people who are engaging in bad faith. That's all there is to it. There's no good faith. There's nothing to what the Trump administration, his flunkies, and his minions are doing. This stuff is dangerous. And I think it's important to note, people were saying, well, maybe he'll push the vaccine, and he did on one of his rallies, he did go out and say, hey, let's people take the vaccine, you may not believe in it, don't let them take that from us. And people booed him. And I love to see that, because I believe that Trump himself knows there's nothing less of mass vaccination and people wearing masks and things of that nature that are going to stop this pandemic. It's not going to stop on its own. It's not going to go away. And I think that he knows that. I think that, with all the BS put away, he knows that. And he knows it's killing his base. It's killing the Republican Party. It's killing a lot of their people. They know that. And to see people walk away from him behind that, that's a good thing. But people shouldn't think that because he acknowledged the vaccine that he's not going to then try to put forward false notions like he's doing now, politicizing it. I knew this. I knew that there's no tricks, there's no new tricks here. It's the same old lies. You know, the danger in what Trump is doing is it creates doubt. It creates doubt in the public. It creates doubt when it comes to people getting this shot and whatever we have to do in the future. It creates doubt. You know, whether it's them talking about taking ivermectin, which is animal dewormer, or drinking piss. This is dangerous stuff. This is dangerous territory we're in, because you have a whole segment of our population that just doesn't believe in mainstream science or mainstream healthcare. And you have a president who could have reached out to them, who could have acted responsibly, who could have encouraged them, and he didn't. He played into some of the worst conspiracy theories that were already out there. And a part of me feels like that's a huge letdown. He put public health in America back about 50 years with COVID. Thanks for listening.